Welcome back to Where is the Money? So the money for everything is now more.
Well, prices are on the rise at major retailers like Walmart amid the court battle over President Trump's tariffs. Trump warning of economic ruin if the courts strike down his tariff policy. ABC's Allison Cossack has the details.
This morning, price increases at Walmart going viral online, despite President Trump pushing the pause button on some tariffs. People sharing photos of sharp price hikes.
So a federal trade judge had determined Trump's tariffs was illegal and had banned his decision or his executive order in order to continue on with the tariffs. The DOJ and the lawyers came to the conclusion that they'll stay that decision and take it up to appeals court. In the meantime, tariffs are back on. Now, the first time Trump had announced the tariff, Walmart had flat out said, like, hey, we're gonna have to raise prices. But it seems to be other retailers, big box retailers, that have made the same decision as Walmart, saying, hey, we all gonna need to raise prices, whether it's Costco, Walmart, Target, we're all gonna have to raise prices because we get some of the items from the same place.
So you make hard cider, you have the restaurant. I understand it's your newest product that you've seen impacted the most by these new tariffs. So tell us about it.
So I ended up finding a producer in China that makes it, and I put down the down payment down, a little before the tariffs went completely nuts, and then then we paused the order after it was up to like 145%, and now we're moving ahead with the order. We're not one of the companies that's being absolutely crushed by tariffs. But we're also not one of those rare ones that's like happy about it. I'd say it's we're in that majority that's kind of getting hurt more than we're getting helped.
Now, needless to say, this is not good news for the U.S. consumer on a number of different levels. This is going to make a big difference on the port workers, a big difference on the amount of stuff we see on the shelves, a big difference on the amount of prices we pay for everything. Just as an example, they pointed out some examples of these higher prices.
Business Insider highlighting this Jurassic World T-Rex toy, the price jumping from about $40 to $55. This doll now costing nearly $50, up from about $35 in March. And this fishing reel now costing nearly $84 compared to around $58 in April, a 45% jump. Walmart saying it will keep prices as low as it can for as long as it can. Other retailers like Target, Costco, and Best Buy feeling the pressure, warning they plan to hike prices in the coming weeks to offset tariffs.
Different companies are doing different things. They are making decisions based on their customers.
President Trump's economic advisors emphasized Sunday they're not concerned about the recent court order declaring many of the administration's tariffs illegal.
Now, obviously, I'm bothered by this. Everybody I know is bothered by this, but let's get a read of what the people are saying. What are they saying about these potential high prices, and do they think this is a good thing for the economy or a bad thing for the economy? My vote is on the bad, but let's hear them out.
I have a friend who works high up in supply, and by high up, I mean like executive level. And we were on the phone yesterday, and I said, hey, since you're in supply, do you think the prices are going to increase as a result of tariffs? And my friend turns the camera around and shows me the spreadsheet for certain goods and says, yes, some of them are about to increase by $90 and shows me the price increase. Some of them are about to increase by $150. On the low end, the lowest one we saw was like $8. But I say that to say, and my friend said, even if something happens with the Trump deal, these prices aren't coming down anytime soon. And I say that to say, y'all, things are about to balloon. Prices are about to balloon, and it's going to crash the economy in certain ways. And so I don't ever want people to think that just because the news isn't reporting on it, that everything is hunky-dory, everything is all good. The suppliers are increasing prices, and we all know Americans, they pass it on to the consumer. Americans pay the tariff price. But just be prepared for the price for you to see the price spike this month and then gradually and consistently increase next month, and then into August.
So Trump wants us to start buying American product. Well, let's look at this in the supermarket at ShopRite. These are product of USA red peppers. Look at the quality of these peppers. And then product of Mexico. They're a little more expensive. Look at these peppers. Again, yellow peppers of Mexico. Look at these peppers. And look at the peppers of America.
Put your comments below. Let's talk about it. This is Where is the Money? Talk to you soon.